Ekin-Su and Nathalia, new bombshell, have been clashing in a villa, and I wanted to get straight into this. Um, Basically, we saw scenes where Ekin-Su noticed the tension with Nathalia and said, "Are you all right? Have you got an issue with me?" And Nathalia turned around and said, "No, I haven't. Why have you got one with me?" Instantly, you could see that her energy was really off. She was really passive aggressive. She was very bristly and cold. And you can see just with her whole body language that she clearly does have an issue, despite saying that she doesn't. Extremely passive aggressive. Um, and she said, if I have an issue with you, I'll let you know, babe. Maybe you have an issue with yourself. And obviously we saw that in the preview. Um, the girls then have a challenge with the pancakes. And at one point, Ekin-Su is saying to Nathalia, the best way to end an argument, this is before their challenge, the best way to end an argument is cooking, so you can prove to me. And before she even finishes her sentence, Nathalia just says, "I don't need to prove anything to you. Who are you to prove anything to?" And Ekin-Su says, "I'm Ekin-Su, babe." At which point Nathalia says, "Ekin-who?" But you know what? It's funny, but it's not funny at the same time, because Ekin-Su has clearly met her match, but then has she? Because I will argue that the way in which Nathalia is behaving is like that of a child. Nathalia's behaviour reminds me of kind of secondary school kids, just being very combative when they're challenged by an adult. It's not classy, it's not sexy, and I'm telling you right now, this girl is going to blow her chance in this villa. Now, I understand that tonight the girls are choosing the guys for the recoupling, and so yes, Natalia's going to get maybe a nice week tops, or however long, maybe 2 weeks in this villa, possibly, just due to that technicality. But one thing I want to say, this is just not cute behaviour at all. I think up until now the women have kept it classy. I will say, Ekin-Su does have a history. I abhor the way in which she spoke to Amber 4 weeks ago. I thought that was disgusting and disgraceful, and she probably is getting a tiny bit of karma coming back from that type of energy. However, Nathalia, I think her attitude is unpleasant. It stinks. The only way I'll play devil's advocate is that I know that she did say to Lacey that she was really taken aback by Ekin-Su's attitude towards her, because she was expecting her to be so welcoming and warm. And other bombshells have said that in the past. Even in an interview with Coco recently that I watched, where Coco was saying that Ekin-Su was so lovely and warm and welcoming, and so Nathalia was kind of right. She's probably heard on the grapevine that Ekin-Su is that type of person, very mothering, nurturing, type of lady. She has been a lovely wing woman for some of the other girls in the villa. However, she has not received that reception. It probably has been quite frosty ever since Nathalia came in and said that, she has her eye on, Davide and Adam. And so she's really taken aback by that frosty stance. And so here you're seeing that energy start to come out, where she probably feels a bit dejected by how frosty Ekin-Su has been with her. I think that's the underlying issue. I don't think there would have been a problem. But can you blame Ekin-Su? Ekin-Su has fought long and hard for Davide. They have had ups and downs. They have had breakups. They've had crawling and hiding on the terrace, which Nathalia, who thinks she's smart, made a jibe about when Davide showed her the terrace, like the jabs and everything. It's very childish. I mean, I think, to be honest, in this season, the women have been quite classy, given the things that have gone on from India. Not Tasha, obviously. Tasha's a mess, but at the same time, I don't condone the behaviour of Luca and Dami towards Tasha. But Tasha has also not, conducted herself greatly. But everyone else has been quite poised, especially India with Dami's antics. I think the girls have been quite, really level-headed. Like I wouldn't be able to keep my head in some of those situations, but this isn't a good look for Nathalia, being a new bombshell coming in. She's supposed to be kind of winning people over, especially the men. And some men do, but I think a lot of men don't want that type of heat and drama in their lives. And to see her acting in a way that could be seen as passive aggressive, but some of it was kind of aggressive. I think when she said, you know, who are you to prove anything to, and her tone and just her body language and everything, I would argue it was quite aggressive. I think most men will be really put off by her. Obviously, the girls are not going to like her at all. And I just think it's going to be explosive tonight because, you know, at the recoupling, I think she's going to pick Davide now. I think her sights were on Adam. This is just what I'm predicting. Her sights were on Adam, but I think she's going to pick Davide now out of spite. I also predict that we're not going to see that tonight. They're going to end. They're going to end it on a cliffhanger, and we're going to have to see it on Sunday night. I'd be shocked, literally, like my mouth would be hanging open if they actually show all of that footage tonight. However, it's not looking good. I think there's going to be a temporary separation with Davide and Ekin-Su. I could be wrong. She could go for Adam. Obviously, Paige is then going to get the claws out and be like as well. But this girl is doing herself no favours. But she's definitely doing what she's been put in there for more than anybody. She's literally serving what Coco said she would serve and didn't. And she's coming, you know, at these girls with claws and holding no prisoners. But yeah, please let me know what you think in the comments about Nathalia. Like, do you think that do you like her? Do you love the fact that she's stirring things up, or do you just want her off your screen and out of the villa? Don't forget to subscribe. Please like and comment below, and I'll see you in the next video.